Hey everybody, Jim here, and today I am in Busa, West Tokyo. It's a really gloomy, rainy day, but it's all good because these are kind of like my old stomping grounds, and today I'm going to two spots that I used to hit quite regularly, and I know they're both really well stocked, and I haven't been to them in over a year, so we're gonna see if they're as awesome as I remember them. So the first stop is going to be the Hobby Off, which is somewhere down this street, if I recall correctly. Pretty good one if I remember. Lots of video games for a Hobby Off, and then of course lots of figures and stuff too. So we're gonna be there shortly, I'm assuming. I don't necessarily remember 100%, but it's definitely down this street, so stick with me. All right, here we are, coming up on the Hobby Off that I used to frequent quite a lot, right where I remembered it, luckily. Also, rain's clearing up, weather's getting better, so hopefully that's a good sign, right? Weather clears up, that means you're gonna find games. Isn't that like a superstition or something? Or am I just inventing one? Am I making up new superstitions that are applicable to game hunting? Anyway, yes, just past this Baskin Robbins. Get a shot of you, baby. Hobby Off. So let's get in there and dig through some games, some figures, and well, whatever else they happen to have. So stick with me. We're gonna find something cool. I just know it. Alright, here we are. Don't mind telling you, I found some great stuff in here. Mega Drive 2's boxed and complete, that's very nice. A nice fight stick there. Yeah, found a lot of really good stuff, which you'll see at the end of the vid. You see some GameCubes there, including an Orange Spice, which is cool. They got a Saturn, quite a lot of Wii's, an original Mega Drive. Yeah, you can see just Wii's lined up for days. Super Fammy, very cool. Quite a number of Dreamcasts, including this super yellowed one, which is gross. It's not gross, it's just it's super faded. You really got to mark that down. You can see PS3s, some emulator system or some aftermarket thing, Tekken Fight Stick, Neo Geo controllers there, all kinds of good stuff. Here, in this case, so much goodness. First of all, you can see Magic Knight Ray Earth, which I ended up picking up. Multiple copies of Castlevania in there on the disc system, Metroid, Kid Icarus. Here you can see some Ghouls and Ghosts, Game Boy Dracula, copies of Mother, Mother 3, Ganbare Goemon, Athena, what is that, Rockman 5, I believe, Zelda, and then Cotton 100%. Kind of rather hard to come by and very good shooter on the Super Famicom. Rockman X, Ranma 1/2, Gargoyle's Quest, Castlevania 4, Kunio-kun, Soul Blazer. So much damn good stuff in this case. It was just amazing, and I actually did end up picking up a couple of games in there. Clock Tower for the Wonder Swan, very cool. And then there was a Kunio-kun, kind of like a River City Ransom GBA version. Zelda for the Game Boy Color. You can see a bunch of Pokemons, Yoshi's Cookie, all kinds of stuff. Just in that little area, there was so much cool stuff. Really excellent Famicom, Super Famicom games. You can see here Final Fantasy International. That's cool. It comes with a strategy guide on disc, which is very awesome. Final Fantasy VII International. Rockman X6. Very cool. Lots of good stuff here. Rockman 3 and what is that? X5? X6? Legend of Dragoon. Another Rockman X3 for the PlayStation, which is pretty awesome. One of the Namco Museum games. If you never checked out Rockman X3 on the PlayStation or Saturn, it's awesome. I believe that's Tenchio Kurao 2. That's a beat 'em up by Capcom. That's actually a very good one. Also on the Saturn. Samurai Spirits. You can see there Tobal #1. That was we got some Gundam, the Battle Master. All kinds of really good stuff here. Really big selection of PlayStation games, which is always to be expected. Getting into some more current stuff here, I guess. We got DS and I believe some 3DS in there, and plenty of Wii, a little bit of Xbox 360, and PSP, maybe some Vita stuff. Not a huge section for more modern things, but up here we do have plenty of cool box sets, and then lots of PS2. Just a whole nice wall of PS2 stuff here, all split up by genre, which is excellent. So you can find you know, a section labeled sports games and a section labeled fighting games and so on and so forth. Role-playing games, all that good stuff. So that's excellent. That one, gambling, fighting games, rhythm games. It's always nice to check out the rhythm games. We got Rez, very cool. We got Mad Maestro, also very cool. Lots of good stuff in there, and it's all cheap too, which was always nice. Because how could it not be? They're overflowing with it. It's obviously not a huge demand for some of this stuff, so they mark it down quite a bit. You can see plenty of box Super Famicom stuff right here. What do we have here? Is that Shin Megami Tensei? One of the Megami Tensei games for the Super Famicom. Very cool. And then some Saturn goodness, which is always greatly appreciated. The Saturn and Dreamcast sections are as one. So you got some Code Veronica there. Project Justice, aka Moiro Justice Gakuen. That is a fantastic fighting game on the Dreamcast. Just one of many great fighting games by Capcom on the Dreamcast. And then you can see here more Dark Half, cool. More box Super Famicom games, which is cool. Some Super Bomberman, excellent. Gundam, Cross Dimension, all very good stuff. Lots of Dragon Quest, some Donkey Kong Country there, Yu Yu Hakusho, lots of good stuff. Always nice to see a good boxed section. People have remarked to me that it seems like people took a lot better care of their games in Japan than elsewhere, and that's why you can find so many boxed games, which maybe, you know, holds up to be true. Kinnikuman game, aka Ultimate Muscle, I did end up picking up. You can see some boxed regular Famicom games there. Fatal Fury on the Mega Drive. I was kind of disappointed in their Mega Drive. You know, they had like 5 games for the Mega Drive, which is a bummer, but you know. And then an equally kind of small PC Engine section where you can see Variable Geo, Kabuki Den, some Momotaro games, all kinds of stuff, and another Kabuki Den. The Japanese love their Kabuki Den, or you know, Far East of Eden in general. And then lots and lots of loose Super Famicom carts. You can see their ActRaiser, and they've always got plenty of the good stuff in there. Plenty of Rockman. You'll find Mario, Donkey Kong, everything else. And then lots of loose regular Famicom carts, Twinbee, which is a classic Konami shooter. We got Hokuto no Ken 2. Just lots and lots of loose Famicom carts. So if you wanted to, you could spend a long time just going through all these different loose carts and the box games as well. And here we're moving on to the bargain bins, where really the real hunting is done, because there's just so much. This one in particular has a very large bargain bin area. As you can see here, just boxed Super Famicom games they're trying to get rid of in there. Those are like 100 yen a piece, or 75 cents roughly. Loose Famicom carts. Got some little Gundam here. Dragon Quest 3, which is awesome. I recommend everybody try out all of the Dragon Quest re-releases for the DS and even some on the 3DS, I think. They're all great. And of course here, plenty of handheld stuff. Yu-Gi-Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh, Yu-Gi-Oh. There's no shortage of Yu-Gi-Oh games out here, that's for sure. And Samurai Spirits, which is very cool. I've actually never played Samurai Spirits on the Game Boy. Kirby's Pinball. Some Kunio-kun action. Looks like maybe one of the track and field games. Very cool. It's always nice to find some Kunio-kun. Boxed Dragon Quest V. There's another really good one. You could say that about any Dragon Quest game, though. They're all really good. Super Robot Tyson. And some DDR pads, I guess. Lots of peripherals up there above the bins. I mean, as you can see, just, you know, tons and tons and tons of tubs of loose carts. So you can spend hours and hours in there. FIFA, Sergeant Frog, whatever the actual name is. Basara, Sengoku Basara 2. That's a great series of hack and slashers. I recommend. And Full Metal Alchemist is pretty cool. I know we got some anime fans in the house. And then PS1. Like all of the loose Famicom and Super Famicom carts, you could literally spend hours just digging through these games and trying to find deals. Tekken 3 Fight Stick for the PS1. That's really cool. I love Tekken 3. I played the hell out of it when it first came out. And then here, that's kind of sad that the Mega Drive section in the bargain bins is bigger than what's on the shelves. But that's a win for everybody else, though. Unfortunately, there wasn't anything in there I was really looking for. But that's funny. You can put that out. You can put that on the shelves. And then here, Dreamcast. I've actually, when I was in here previously, I had found lots of good stuff in their Dreamcast section for, you know, $1 a piece. Here, though, Far East of Eden 2, which is very popular, very common game to find. About as common as Kabuki-Den, if not more so. That's one of the, you know, familiar faces in any PC Engine section. And then here, they've got quite a lot of PC Engine games in this box, but a lot of them are just multiple copies of F1 Circus, which I'm not terribly interested in. No offense to any F1 enthusiasts out there, but not really my cup of tea. And some Momotaro, Quiz Avenue, just fun. Quiz games are, well, they're not for everyone, but yeah, so the PC Engine games in the bargain bin, again, like the Mega Drive, more stuff in the bargain bins than on the shelf, but nothing I was terribly interested in. And then as you can see up there, lots of little things, stacks of consoles and bins full of controllers and peripherals. But yeah, a whole bunch of GameCubes and PS1 decks that you can buy and fix up if you are so inclined. And then finally, here we go, because I know this is a hobby off and we've got some figure lovers in the audience. Figures, you can see lots of really cool JoJo's Bizarre Adventure busts there, I guess, and then some figures as well. I like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure very much. Here you can see Jotaro Kujo, which is cool, and then a whole host of other characters, so just a lot of JoJo figures right there, which is excellent. And then some Attack on Titan, which is also very cool. I'm getting more and more into Attack on Titan since seeing the movie Here, this young lady from Persona 3, if I'm not mistaken, which is cool. I do dig the Persona games. And then you got some Dragon Ball Z, of course. You cannot have a figure section without Dragon Ball Z stuff. This Goku figure, very cool looking. So lots of excellent DBZ figures. And then here, some Hokuto no Ken for you. Toki, my personal favorite character from Hokuto no Ken. So I do like how these are in these kind of like Toy Biz type boxes. That's pretty cool. And then just a One Piece out the yin yang. So much One Piece, it hurts. Which if I got some One Piece fans in the audience, let me know, because I can cover a lot more One Piece stuff. I actually have some. I'm not a huge fan, but I do have plenty of stuff to work with. And well, we're about winding this down right now because I needed to do some shopping. So yeah, that's about it. Here's a final look at the store. Loaded. But here are some final words. Check it out.
Alright, so I just got out of that hobby off, and that was amazing. I gotta show you something. I was stupid. Don't mind the angle. I was stupid and put the camera down before I came across this. I got both of the Dragon Ball Z games for the Bandai Pladia. These were about 15 bucks a piece in there. I was amazed when I found these. That's amazing. And I'll eventually do a pickups video at some point, but oh, Jesus Christ. Well, they're resealed. God damn it, get in that goddamn bag. Okay, they're resealed, so there's no damage. I'm gonna do a pickups video eventually, but I ended up getting the Pladia games, Cotton 100%, Magic Knight Rare. That was an amazing... I hadn't been in here in over a year, and good lord was there some awesome stuff in there. Anyway, let me grab my umbrella. And I'm on to the next shop, so stick around. On to the next one.